Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Lunar Sapphire. And today we are here with a sort of guide video. We're gonna be playing Fall Guys, and I'm gonna be going through each map, giving you some tips and tricks to help you qualify first, or at least make it closer to qualifying early, so you have a better chance of winning. So I'm gonna be going through each map, and I'm gonna just run through it, show you how I will do things, and see what kind of tips I can give that'll help you get through the map faster so you can qualify each round. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're gonna be starting on Dizzy Heights. So for this map, I'm starting on third row. So I usually go for the left side in the second spinner, so right where I'm heading right now. So usually I just go right here. Sometimes it can get a little pushy. I just take the current with me, whichever makes me go faster. And then I just run through like that, and I'm in. So then I come here, I take the left side, so I just try to dodge the balls as best as I can. I usually, that was a bad example, but if these balls don't go simultaneously, I can usually just hide behind one of the bars to take cover and then keep running. And then after that, I come run to this side, the right side, because it may not seem like much, but it's actually a split second faster, so it can help you get in front of people. And then for this final part, you want to jump and dive. Because if you jump and dive, then you'll get up faster. That was a bad example, but it still worked. So then you just jump up here like that, jump up here, and you want to kind of sort of stay to the right side, because you have the least chance of getting it. And then you qualify. Okay, so now we're on the Whirligig. So, this map, I'm in the back row, so it may not be that good. For this map to start off, I do what most people do. I let the propeller hit me and bounce me towards the front. Sometimes it works and gives a giant boost like it gave those people over there, and sometimes it doesn't. But then there's a lot of people, so you sometimes get hit, and it's not that fun. So now you're up here. I usually take the orange jump pad thing, and you always want to wait till it goes past and then run through, because sometimes you can get hit and stuck there, and then it's not that fun. So then once you come here, getting through this should be no problem, or for me it always. Everyone always gets through that without any problem. I always get hit on it. But for this one, you want time special. You want to wait for the propeller to come and then go through, because I've gotten hit by that one a lot, so it's kind of hard. And then for this final part, you want to wait and jump dive into, oh, that was a bad example. But for this one, this propeller moves really fast. So you want to go up the ramp, go on the left side, wait 3/4, dive, and then you'll get right through, because there's a tiny gap where you can't get hit by the propeller. So now on this one, you just jump around and try and dive through, and then you're qualified. And there's also another way to get into that position, which I'm gonna show. Oh, I think I just lagged out. Never mind. Okay, so there's also another position which I'm gonna show you guys, which is like a different strategy to get on the final part. So I'm gonna show you guys that. Okay, so we're back on the Whirligig, and I'm gonna show you my other strategy now. So besides from going through that fan, you can actually run over here to this left side, come in this first thing, jump over here, and then you can actually jump from the... Okay, that was a failed attempt. But you can actually jump from the edge of that onto the little platform where they're for the final stage. So if I can time it correctly, I could actually get over there. Okay, I'm gonna keep trying. I may not qualify, but it's okay. I just want to like show that it actually works, because I've seen it work before. I've done it before. I'm just not that good at it. Oh, that. Okay. So go, and you made it. So you could also do that if you don't want to try to get through the middle. So that's always a possible option. I'm probably not qualifying. But you could do that. Just saying, a little tip. So I guess this map is clear. So, yeah, let's move on to the next map. Okay, so now we're on the least favorite map, DoorDash. So I did get put in front row. I don't know why, it doesn't help you at all. But, because I didn't get put in front row this time. But for this map, usually I just let people run, and I just let them open the doors. So I try not to go too much in front, because then if the door's wrong, you know, like, you get stuck behind it with the whole crowd, and it's just not good. So I just usually like let people open the doors for me and try to get to the end, because there's 42 spots and it goes down really fast. So I usually, oh, this guy's wrong. Like I never try the doors for myself. They just never work for me. But if you want to try to open the doors yourself, you can. I just have really bad luck, so I never do. So you usually want to dive through the doors if there's a large crowd of people, because it'll help you get through the doors better. So now we just go through this last door, and make sure you're always diving when you jump through the doors. So now we just come down, and easy qualify. It may not be like one of the first ones, but still easy qualify. And, I mean, I did see once that there was like a tip where the correct door to jump through is like its eyes are slightly smaller than all the other doors, but I couldn't tell a thing, so I'm not sure if that's true. You guys could try looking at that if you want, but that's about all the tips I can give you for this map. On to the next map. Okay, so now on to Seesaw. So this map, I'm in the second row. Like, this map, very dependent on how good you do in the beginning. So, like, this map, everyone is super pushing this. It's very unfair based on where you are. Like, everyone is really pushy, and you just want to try to get there, like, fast. Because once everyone gets to a thing before you, this starts happening, where it just starts going down, and you have, like, no choice, and you just fall. And then you get stuck on the other side, and it's just a mess. And then you have to wait for the seesaw to come back down. So this is probably, it's not my least favorite map, but it's just a bad map overall. Like, it's just so, like, not, like, organically fair. Like, it's all just randomized and whether you're gonna do good in it or not. So, you know, you just have to try your best to run through. Like, the more people play this game, the more they get stuck, and then the more they realize they need to be fair. So, like, the more the game goes on, I think more people are gonna, like, be nicer, and not push so much, and, like, put the seesaw down to even height. But now we're on the final level. It's usually better than I do, actually, because I usually get stuck in the last row. I've never really been first row in this a lot, but it really all depends on the rows in this map. So you just come through here, and then you just want to, like, tilt one side, and run over to the other, and then you're qualified. So, I mean, I could try to get a better angle from a back row, see if I could do, but that's about it. Okay, so now we're on to Gate Crash. So for this map, like, depending on where you're standing, I usually just go for this, like, left one. Most people go for middle, but it doesn't really work for me. So I usually just go for, like, whichever one's open at the moment. Let's come for this one. Sometimes I jump only if I think I'm not gonna make it, like that. So I just jump, try to get over there as fast as I can. And then this one's gonna come down, jump through that, dive. And then these ones, it's really dependent. So, and then I just jump, and I'm actually first to qualify. I really hope I beat that guy and be first to qualify. But I'll try to get this map again, and let's see if I can get a bit more tips. Okay, so now we're moving on to rollout. So in this map, what I usually like to do is I like to stay on the pieces that are, like, the longest. So it's moving this way. So when it starts to move like this, I go over here, and I try to find the longest pieces. So like this one's pretty long. So I'm gonna run in here and try to get the most space I can. And then, you know, these pieces are kind of short, so I'm not gonna go on those. But then if I can see this piece is not that long, so I'm not gonna go on that guy just pushed me off. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to get into another, rollout map. That's bullying. Okay, well, we're trying this on a second attempt. I'm no longer standing near the edge. So for this map, you want to find, like, long pieces. So this one's gonna cut off. I come over here. This one's pretty long. I'm gonna scan out the area. There's no long piece coming over there. So I'm gonna try to wait for this one, and I'm gonna come to it. It's not that long though. So I'm just gonna wait for this piece, or the piece after that, because you always just want to find the best piece to stand that gives you the most time. So this piece is, I'm gonna go on the second piece. Stop pushing! There's 3 people that push. And then this, like, has this little thing. So, oh, it just cuts off right there. But if it was, like, longer after that, like this, you just come back on. And people will usually just start falling by now. There's 7 people already gone. And, you know, you just want to, like, find the longest pieces to stand on. And don't go near the edge or you will get pushed like I did. So this piece is actually super long. So it's a pretty good spot. Or whatever. there's not really that many tips for this map, except to just like find the longest pieces to stand on to give you the most space. And try to stay away from people because there will be clustered, knock you down, get grabbed like I did before. So not the best strats. And then just come on here. And now 13 people are already gone. This piece is pretty long. Oh shoot, it's moving fast now. Okay. And then qualified. On to the next map. Okay, so now we're on a perfect match. Now this one is it's probably one of the easiest ones if you can memorize. So what I like to do in starting off is I like to run to the back, because apparently some studies show that if like you look at things from like a back angle, it can help you see that like remember better or whatever. But I just like to stand from the back and look at like, for the first round there's only two, so I just think Grapes on this left and Peach is right here. So then I just wait for it, and I see it's Peach, so I just stand here. And I just usually stand from the back and memorize the pattern. Oh, that's a really weird formation. So I usually just look back and see, oh, watermelon, grape, like, I'm gonna see if it tries to come back up. Watermelon, grape, peach, and cherry. So those are the four, so I can just think, in the second row, watermelon, grape, peach, and cherry. So then I just wait for it, and just keep memorizing that pattern. And watermelon's over here, so I just run over here. So there's not really that many tips for this map, it's just really memory. So then I think peach, watermelon, orange, and then grape. I'm standing on grape. So then peach, watermelon, orange, banana, grape, cherry. This guy's pushing me. So it's peach, watermelon, orange, peach, watermelon, oh, I'm forgetting it. Peach, watermelon, orange, banana, and then, yeah. So I throw over the banana. And then I usually try to grab onto people because everyone's so pushing this map, so I just try to grab on and hold on to everyone. And then he qualified. It's not really much to it, it's just memorizing where everything is. And if you can't memorize it, you can usually just follow everyone. Like, because everyone just goes in clusters. So, that map, not really that hard. Okay, so now I've got Fruit Shoot, another one of my non-favorite maps. So for this map, one very important tip I can give is don't just straight jump off and start running. Because in the first wave of fruits, there's a lot of fruits. Like, there's a lot more than usual. So I just wait a bit, and then I jump down, and I start running. So I usually stay to the left side, and like, if I just stay to the very left side, and try just dodging a bit, I can usually qualify and do pretty good. One tip I can give is never jump. Do not jump. Only jump in the beginning to jump onto the platform. But from then, don't jump. Because jumping will slow you down actually, more than it can help you. I learned that the hard way. And now I'm qualified. Parking? God. So, I mean, there's not really that many tips I can give you besides that. So, that map, just stay to the left, don't jump, don't go right away, because that first wave is gonna kill you. And then, on to the next map. Okay, so we're now in the hunt version of Tailside with free-for-all. So for this map, like any Tailside map pretty much, or actually specifically the solos, if you don't have a tail, it's fine. But like later in the game, you have to make sure you have a tail. So you can try to grab a tail in the beginning, but you have to make sure late game you have a tail. So I just say like, always just spy out someone who you think you could take a tail from. Because if you don't have a tail at the late game, you're disqualified. So just always be prepared to get a tail from someone, like when the timer's getting pretty low. So right now I'm just running around with a tail, just trying not to get hit. You also could do the strategy of standing here, but sometimes people are good and can do that and get to you. So it's not always the best strategy, but you could also use this mallet, wait for somebody to try to grab your tail and get hit. So, oh, people are lagging. So like, see this guy's coming up for me, and now I can just go and get hit, run away, and I'm good. So that's also a pretty good strategy. I don't know why I keep lagging. I usually don't do this. Like my tail's going right now, but nope, not yet. So we just keep running around. Actually, I'm gonna try to go for the strat. So coming here in the middle, yes. A lot of times in this middle one right here, people can get to it pretty easily, and sometimes like, but on the smaller ones, it's kind of harder. So you could just do this strat, just sit here and wait with your other tail friends. And, you know, pretty fun experience, I guess. And I'm just gonna go now. So this guy's coming to take my tail, run away, and then lets him out hit me so I can get away faster. And then 5 seconds. Oh, I just got my tail stolen. No, this is bad. And I just got disqualified. Don't you see, that guy was smart. He waited till the end. So yeah, don't do that. I'll try another example of this map where I actually do qualify, but don't do what I did. Try to just stay away from everyone. Okay, so now we're on to Jump Club. I will do a separate, like, tips for the finale version of this. But for this one, I just stand still and just jump over it. Like, a lot of people just run around, and I just don't understand it. Like, I'll start running if the little pink things above are gonna interfere with my jumping, but if they're not, I just stand still and jump. And, you know, sometimes people grab you and then you start running. But I don't really think there's any reason to move, unless it's to, like, stop someone from grabbing you, or if the pink things, like right here, they interfere with your jumping, like, you hit your head on it, or something like that. Like, now I'm gonna try to run to dodge it, and like that. So, other than that, I just stand still and jump. It's a lot more efficient for me than running around. And then, you know, like, sometimes I get knocked down because other people interfere with me. So I just run a bit till I get out of the way, and you qualified. I'll see if there's any other tips I can give about that, but that's pretty much it. Easy dubs. Okay, so now we're on my favorite game mode, and, like, it's just I don't know why it's my favorite. It's just, like, it reminds me of a game. I can't remember what game, like Game Mode or something. But this just seems super fun to me when I first played the game, and it's just been super fun. So I usually just follow everyone. I never go alone. I never, like, find the path myself. Like, I usually just let people find the path, because, you know, I don't want to just take the chance of falling and then not guessing it. So I usually just let everyone else walk. You know, take their time, because I don't care how long they take. Someone just usually try to push you off, but you just want to, like, stay in the middle. You want to be rapidly using your controller or keyboard or everyone. So you want to always be moving around just in case people start pushing. Okay, so that wasn't the path. So now people start testing. No, that wasn't the path either. Just gonna run over here. Okay, then you're gonna run right there. And then this is the path. So you just jump and dive. And press the claw. So that's about all it's technically. Just let everyone else find the path, because they're gonna have to find the path eventually, so might as well let them do it. So that's all I can say, and just make sure you don't get pushed off, because, like, it's okay to get pushed off in the beginning, because, like, you know, there's no, like, definite path yet, you're not close to the end. But near the end, always make sure you're staying on the platform, because you don't want to get pushed off, because if you do, they're gonna find the rest of the path, and you're gonna not qualify. So, on to the next map. Okay, rock and roll. I should say, I hate team games so much. Like, I just hate team games. It's just not good for one in the team. But for this one, what I can say is, if most of the team will be pushing the ball from right here. And I like to have someone on the left or right, like, pushing it to the sides. Because, like, on the upcoming thing ahead, sometimes it can get stuck and it could leave your team behind. So you just always want to have someone on the left or right be able to push it to the side. So, like, right here, I can push it to the side right there. And then I have someone on, sometimes there's someone on the left pushing it through. So that just makes it a lot more efficient for when pushing. And usually, when, like, the last team to come down is usually the one that gets bullied. So, I'll just show you that. So usually what I like to do is just come over to the last team's ball and try to push it into the corner. And it usually works, but sometimes the ball gets over you and starts going again. But, you know, I think we should be good. You know, oh, I'm gonna go out about my team. But they're trying to push it to their corner, so that's not that good. But I want to try to push it over their head, so then it starts rolling again. So you just keep jumping rapidly if you're trying to get the ball over, and it should start rolling. So now we're going. We just get down the ramp, and then we should be good to go. And now we're gonna win. So their ball is stuck right there, and now our ball goes into the goal, and we clap it. And qualify. Well, I'll try to see if I can get a better, like, sort of tip thing if I'm in another game of that, but, like, for that one, I mean, that's all I have to say. It sort of just all depends up to, like, how everyone reacts with how the balls go. Okay, now we're on a team tail tag, probably my favorite team game. So for this one, like, you can steal kills from your teammates, which is very toxic, but you still can. So when I have a tail, I usually just run around. I usually just try to go for this thing. I've seen like a glitch where you can jump onto like bar thing. Actually, I'm not just gonna run. Oh, he stole my tail. Okay, I'm getting that back. Sir, I need my tail back. Okay, I'm just grab this guy's red tail. Maybe. Blue tail. My tail now. So I usually try running on this, these escalators, or whatever they're called. Probably wrong thing. And I just come over here and stand in this. This is usually my strategy, because, like, a lot of people can't get in it. Like this guy, he's trying. Okay, he got in. Now I go chase him down. And I take my tail back and run. Hit that, and now I'm on the move. So, like, this game really depends on your team. Like, my team right now, not doing that good. Or, I mean, another one. Now we'll qualify, but, yeah, well, now we're losing. Like, it's really just, the team games are so dependent on how good your team is, which is why I hate them. Because, like, if you're on a good team, you lost. So I just usually just stand here as long as I can, hoping my team can do the rest of the work. So I just always like to have a tail, because it's just really helpful. And now we've got 10 seconds left. Green team's currently losing. I'm just gonna try to keep my tail to make sure we qualify. And... Come on. And now we qualified. So there's not really much to that game. Let's just try to stay away from everyone. Even your teammates, because they will steal your tail. Okay, so we've now reached our first finale. So, Fall Mountain. This is probably one of my favorite finales, but I'm not the best at it. So what I like to do, I'm in the first row, so I might do a different perspective from a different row. But I like to start off, and I jump off the edge, I don't fall, and then I come to the right side. So then this ball is gonna push this thing, sort of, maybe, no, thank you. So I just come to the right side, and these balls are gonna start falling. I just dodge that, and then I just come through this little creek right here. Sometimes I get hit, it's okay. Okay, now this is an excessive amount. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna have to do another run, but this usually works. It didn't work that one time because I don't know why. But I just come through. Okay, that's stupid. But I just come running through the middle of these. Okay, this is just a bad run. This is very excessive amount of hitting. I don't like excessive amount of hitting. I'll do another run at that. That was a very bad example. I'll do another run. And here we are again at Fall Mountain. So I'm gonna try to attempt the same strategy I did the first time, but hopefully it actually works this time. Cause like, I've done it before, it does work. You see it like that worked. You usually want to stay to the right, cause the right is where usually you're not gonna get hit. But sometimes you do. And you know, just make it through here. Ball comes flying down, stay to the right. And I'm gonna try to get through this little gap right here. This guy's kind of in front of me. I could just get through there. Sometimes that mount will give you a boost. And then just get through. And this guy's probably gonna claim the crown, but maybe not. And yeah, he claimed it. But if he wasn't there, I could have got it. So that's about the best try I can give. I mean, I don't know. I don't win every time. You're not gonna win every time. But that strategy is probably your best way to win. So just do what I did, and hopefully you're there first. And that's all I can say for Fall Mountain. So, next map. Okay, so now we're on Jump Showdown, the finale version of Jump Club. I've never actually won in this version before. So, hopefully it's gonna be my first time. Like, for this one, that's always my problem. I get stuck on this guy's toxic. But I always get stuck on, like, in the middle of nowhere on a platform. And I just don't know what to do, because, like, I get stuck maybe... Let's say that, like, this platform that was right here just fell, was still there. And then that platform falls, and this one does. And I just get stuck on one, and then I can't move anywhere, and it falls, and then I'm just dead. So, usually that's always my problem, but right now, it seems to be getting pretty good, so I just usually stand still, jump. I don't know why I was running. Oh, but this one's shaking, and oh, that is one of the most saves I can ever do, but now I'm dead. I will try to get that one again, but that was a very insane save. Okay, so now we're on to the hardest finale yet. So I'm gonna be showing you guys two different strategies that I like to use. So my first strategy is going to the very bottom and making a giant hole in the middle, and then everyone will fall through and you just have to try to jump on the blocks to conserve once your giant hole's there. This usually, like, some people do this, not that many though, so I'm just gonna try to show you guys. But sometimes this does work, and sometimes it ends catastrophic. So you guys just want to come over here and down here actually, and just start breaking the blocks and making a giant hole in the middle. You want to keep the edges out. Like sometimes people like know someone's doing this, and they go out on the edge. So you can try to make a bit like of an edge trap too if you want. But sometimes it works. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. It's really up to how people like above you play. So I'm just gonna make a giant hole, make it a bit bigger, and then I'm just gonna go to the edge and start jumping on blocks. Cause to conserve blocks, you just want to jump on them. So I'm just gonna make this, and then just start jumping like this, and you'll conserve blocks as much as you can. Like, you'll just conserve them as much as you can. Sometimes I start accidentally running, and then that messes me up, but for the most part I can still do it. And then you just want to try to cut people off. Like this guy, you just want to try to cut him off. These people, they don't know I am a master! Okay. So now I'm just gonna keep jumping. Oh, messed that up, but it's okay. And I just keep jumping. You know, like, sometimes when I just do this for a while, my controller just, like, starts moving weird, or, like, I accidentally press the wrong buttons, and that's usually how I get out, but if you just do this, you should be good for a bit. Oh, or the final three are right here. So, we're all just gonna do this until one person gets out. Oh, messed that up. It's okay. No! I actually... They both fell. Well, I did win that game. Round of applause. But, so that's a good strategy you can do. You can just make the giant hole, then jump out on the edges, and then just try to cut everyone off. Try to like cut them off and jump somewhere else so they can't jump there. But, you know, pretty good strategy. So I'm gonna go back in the hexagon, and I'm gonna show you guys another strategy I can also do. Okay, so now we're in the hexagon final. So now I'm gonna show you guys my other strategy, which is just trying to stay on the most, like, the highest you can. You just want to stay as high as you can. So I usually just bounce, like, just keep doing your jumping tactic, and just stay as high as you can. So, like, some people may be making that hole at the bottom, and you just want to try to stay as high as you can. Like, these people, they just want to be as high as they can. This guy just cheated death, and you always want to plan where you're gonna fall. Okay, well I just got cheated so bad, but you always just want to plan where you're gonna fall. So like, if you know you're gonna fall, just look where you can go to stay on the board and not fall too much. So I'm just gonna try to cut this guy off, and now he's down. And now this guy's trying to cut off, but no! Okay, he actually cut me off. But these people who had better. Okay, so I'm not that good at this strategy, but if you can do it right, then like you'll have a pretty good chance of winning. So, and then there's always those wasteful people who just like run through every layer. So don't want to be them. And just like save as many blocks as you can. So just do this. Some people should start dying soon. Yeah, there's always so many wasteful people. Like, we don't have that many blocks. And if you just fall to the bottom, you might as well just start making the hole. Cause, you know, it's not any farther to go down. So I'm not really that good at the conserving strategy. At like trying to stay at the top. But some people are better than I am. So if you want to try that strategy, you can. It may work for you, it may not. You never know. I'm dead. So, I'm probably not gonna get a win trying to do that, but you could do that strategy if you were like, see, if this guy, he's planning, I thought he was hacking for a second, he's trying to plan where he's gonna go, he's conserving, he's cutting off that guy so that guy can't cut him off, and he's just conserving, and this guy over here, Oh, this, these few people, they're not playing good. This guy up here, still doing pretty good. I feel like that guy's gonna win. This guy, he's gonna run out of blocks soon. The other guy's gonna try to cut him off, I think. And then, this guy's still going hard. Still has all this purple layer, yellow, and then down to blue. And, this guy, he doesn't have that much blocks left. I think, a hustle, yeah, whatever. He's most likely winning because this guy can't go anywhere else. Unless he gets that 4 blocks, but I don't think that's gonna save him. So, this guy's just jumping, timing his blocks accordingly, and now this guy, and he won. So, you know, if you want to do that strat, you can. Just make sure you're in the right spot at the right time, because if you're not, you're gonna start falling down like I did. So there's another 2 strategies you can do for Hexagon. So,